Hey guys, what's going on? It's Flashfire, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get rid of these little nubbies off of the side of the new 2021 Avengers compound. So, the only extra pieces you're going to need are two 1x4s. They don't need to be flat pieces, I just chose it because it's easier to take off. So, let's get right into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take the set kind of apart, but I'll walk you through that right now. So first things first, we take off this roof piece. If you pull it like around here, you can take it off all as one piece, and it's not going to be difficult to put back on. So you just put that off to the side. Next, you have this top part. So these 2x4s on top, the blue ones, you're going to have to take those off because they're connecting the two sides. And then you could just pull this whole front part off and put it to the side. Next, you take off this beam running across the top, the ones that go on the hologram pieces, and I would recommend taking those out too. Next, you take off this little front bit right here, and boom. And it just comes off all in one piece, so it's not very difficult. Oh, that piece, you could leave that one on. That is fine. Next, you take off, we'll do one side at a time. So start with the side that has the Thanos jail on it because it is the easier side to do. So you take off this triangular piece. Next, you take off, here, let me tilt this down a little bit. You take off the corner piece right here, like that. And if you can't do it, the set comes with an orange brick separator, so you can use that for any difficult parts. Now you take off this wall piece, it just pops off, so no difficulty there. And then when we get around to here, let's lower this a lot. What you do, you just pull this whole part off, and it should come off like this. So you want this beam on it as well. So when you're doing this, you take off the flat piece here, and then you just pull the black pieces right off of this part, and you're done with that. So to take apart the black pieces, there's space in between there. You just put your finger there, and it pops off. Now, you take off the black piece. You don't need any of the black pieces. You still have this piece, a 1x6 with a 1x2 and the tall piece on it. And then this one, you're gonna take that off, and you're gonna need that white piece. So the white piece you just took off, you put it back right in that empty space, right there, and then you can put the wall back on. This 1x however many tall wall. And this is where you're going to need that extra 1x4. So you take it and you put it right here in the center, and then you can put the whole wall back how it was. And then boom, just like that, you put all the pieces back on how they were. And there you go, that side is done. I used a dark blue piece because it matches a lot of the accents of the building, like this. You can use anything you want. You can use white, you can use dark gray, but I feel like this looks nice, and you don't want to use like a crazy color for it. So on to the next side. This side's a little bit more difficult because you take off this piece like the other side, but you also have to take off this smaller tan piece. So you can lift that up gently, and it just pops right off. Come on. There we go. Now, you take off this 2x2 right here and put it to the side. And right here, you're going to have to pull this long piece up a little bit so you can pull this wall off. And then you do the same thing that you did to the other side. You take this piece off with the tall piece on it, and then you take off the flat piece, and there we go. And then you take the black piece off the dark gray. separate these two, and then take everything off of this one, including this white 1x4. I'm gonna use the brick separator because it's easier. And boom. Now you put the white piece back on, just like the other side, in that empty dark gray space. You put the long one on how it was, and then you get your 1x4, the one that you had in your collection, and you just pop it right down there. You put the wall back on by lifting this long piece back up a little bit, so it just slides back on and clicks in. Then you put the 2x2 back on, and you put this side of the wall back on. And now you're done. You just put all the walls back on how they were. So you can put this one on, and then you put your holograms back. Next, you put the windows back, just like that. And then you take the bar piece. You can barely see it. There we go. You take the bar piece and put it back on how it was, which I believe is this way. Nope, this way. Nope, these pieces are facing the wrong way. Whoopsies. The angled parts face towards the back, and the straight parts face towards the front of the building. That is quite important. Whoopsies. And you put this back on. Just like that, so that the tops are resting on the clear trans blue pieces. You take your 2x4s, you plop them back here in the spaces, and I forgot to put this piece back in. You can do that now, that's not too difficult. Boom, easy. Put that on before other things, if you can. And then you put this piece back on. It's hanging over the edge by one stud. Make sure you know that. So this whole side lines up to this thing. So plop that back on, and it's as easy as that. That only took us what, like 4 or 5 minutes? Not even. And boom. Your set no longer has ugly protruding pieces if you don't want to keep the other pieces on. And the extra pieces that you should have left are the 2 of these, the 2 flat pieces, and the 4 black angular pieces that we took off. And boom, there you go. Your set is nice and clean looking on the sides. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.